There was a season in my life where I would see the negative in everything. I was like, what wasn't happening, what was going bad.
Yeah.
And I remember I would focus on it and it would just come out of my mouth all the time. And I moved to America, and it really was a season where I believe God just kind of turned me from the inside out and just rebuilt me. And I remember coming across an Instagram seeing Anne Voskamp's book, 1,000 Gifts. And at the time, I was miserable in Nashville because it was a new season. I felt like everything had been stripped, that we'd got to a certain level in Australia, and now I felt like, oh, here I am at 40 starting again. And it just felt like everything was going wrong or empty. There were no friends, there was no family, there was no church, it was literally just like I was miserable. And I remember I saw it on Instagram and something just jumped. I literally get in my car, I go to Barnes & Noble and I grab a copy off the shelf and I go home and I sit in my bed and I just began to read this book. And something shifted, like it was supernatural, where it was like, oh my gosh, I have been ungrateful. I have literally been cursing myself and my situation. And is it any wonder why it looks bleak? And I began to repent in my bed, and I just streams of water where I would be like, she's thanking God for the bubbles from the dishwash sink. Like she's thanking God for her husband's muddy boots. She's thanking God for the laundry of how many children she has. And I felt so convicted that I was like, if she can find gratitude in the mundane, then I've been sitting here like a spoilt brat sprouting curses. And everything shifted. And I'm not joking. Everything. It wasn't. And I think you said this the other day where you were like, it's a choice.
That's right.
You have to do the work.
That's right.
So I began to go, I kept my little journal. I'm grateful for that. I just started with the air in my lungs. I'm grateful for this house that was given to us. I was thankful for the fact that we live in a beautiful free country. I started with the smallest things and everything began to change. And I started watching my circumstances follow the shift in what I was declaring. And I think we don't understand the blessing and the cursing that comes out of our mouth.
I love to talk, and I love to share my day. It was just me and my mom growing up, and so I would come home from school and want to tell her like from the top of the day to the end of the day. And she had this rule that if I wanted to say like something bad that happened in the day, or if someone treated me badly and I wanted to talk about it, I had to come up with 3 nice things about that person or about the day before I got to say the bad.
Awesome.
And if I couldn't come up with the 3 nice things, I didn't get to say the bad. And I, like a little kid, like I'm like, I want to tell you the bad part. So I worked so hard to find the good, and it completely shifted my thinking. Like, literally to this day at 43, the second something bad happens, I'm like, where's the good? Where's the good? Where's the good?
That's brilliant.
I want to see it first. And then the bad doesn't look so bad by the end of the day.
That's
like if Jessica did something bad to me, and I can be like, she had a pretty bow in her hair. And yesterday she said something really nice to me. And, you know, she got an A on her test. So she's smart. And maybe she said something a little mean, but on the norm, she's a pretty good person. Like that kind of thing made me see Jessica in a different light. And it's made me, it's just changed my perspective. And so like anything that happens to me now, I'm like, okay, what's the good? Let me find that first. I get on my friends' nerves because
I think I should start that now. Man, what a good discipline.
They literally will say this bad thing happened, and I'm automatically like, but do you remember when this happened? They're like, oh my gosh, just let me be in the bad. Oh, wait. See the good. And it doesn't change the reality of the bad. It just changes the way you look at it.
And it's not insincere. It's respected.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe today and you'll never miss a new upload.
And don't forget to check out our Better Together shop. Thanks for being a part of our community.